Hello, my name is Gloria Roberts. Today we shall be looking at the topic Biology and Living Things. Objectives of lesson. By the end of the lesson, students should be able to 1. Define the term biology. 2. Mention the two main branches of biology. 3. Define living things and mention at least 5 examples. 4. State characteristics of living things and define them. 5. State at least 4 differences between plants and animals. Enquiries to biology as a science. Science is the systematic study of knowledge of the natural things around us. Science involves making discovery or finding answers to questions about living things and non-living things around us. Now, the subject that deals with pure science are physics, chemistry, and biology. This means that there are other science subjects, but they are referred to as applied science. They are applied science because they are not pure science. Example of such, we have geography, agricultural study, and so on. Biology is coined from two Greek words, namely bios, meaning life, and logos, meaning study. When you combine these two words together, you get the definition of biology. Therefore, we can define biology as the branch of science that deals with the study of life, or biology is the study of living things, or biology is the study of plants and animals. It is therefore wrong for you to define biology as the study of living things or non-living things. Why? Because biology is focused on life, on living things. Scientists that study biology are generally known as biologists. Branches of biology. There are two major branches of biology. They are 1. Botany. This is the branch of biology that studies plants. Examples of plants are algae, bean plants, and all flowering plants like maize plants, rose plants, etc. Number 2, we have zoology. This is the branch of biology that deals with the study of animals. Examples of animals are monkeys, man, cats, birds, snakes, fishes, etc. Other branches of biology include ecology, microbiology, genetics, evolution, entomology, ethology, molecular biology, population biology, cell biology, also known as cytology. We shall be discussing one or two out of these. Ecology is the branch of biology that deals with the study of living things and their relationship with their environment. Microbiology deals with the study of microorganisms which we cannot see with our naked eyes, but rather need an instrument known as a microscope. A microscope is an instrument that magnifies small objects or small organisms and make them look big. Genetics deals with the study of variation and heredity. Heredity has to do with the transmission of genes from parent to offsprings. We have ethology. Ethology is the study of animal behavior. Cytology, that is the study of cell. Characteristics or life processes of living things. Living things are those things in our environments that have life, and so they show high degree of organization of life. While non-living things do not have life, and show a low degree of organization of life. The two categories of living things are: number 1, plants; number 2, animals. If you look at the image beside, you will see an example of a plant. You also see an example of an animal. The image of animal and the image of plant help us to understand what we mean by plants and animals as the two categories of living things. Now, science believes that living things were formed from the reactions of atoms and molecules in an orderly and complex arrangement. These are examples of living things and non-living things. On the first box, we have examples of living things. These include mushroom, flower, zebra, tree, dragonfly, fish, crocodile, bird, frog, and of course human being. You can look around you and mention some other living organism you can find there. Now the second box shows non-living things. They don't have life. We have teddy bear, we have ball, we have doll, we have chair, we have cloud. This can represent gases and of course liquid. We have skateboard. You can as well look around you. You see examples of more non-living things. Now, living things are organisms that carry out life processes with the acronym MR NIGERCAD. Now, these life processes help us to recognize living things. When living things are able to do this, you know that they're actually living things. Alright. M in the acronym MR NIGERCAD stands for movement. R is for respiration. N is for nutrition. I is for irritability. G is for growth. E is for excretion. R is for reproduction. C is for competition. A is for adaptation. D is for death. So we shall be looking at these characteristics one after the other. Come with me. Movement. This is the change in the position or place of an organism or part of an organism. Respiration. This is the breakdown of digested food or glucose in order to release energy in the body. Respiration, however, can take place either in the presence of oxygen or in the absence of oxygen. The next one there is nutrition. This is the taking in of food material by organism in order to supply them with energy, help them in growth and development. Both plants and animals carry out nutrition. Don't forget, they are both living things. Irritability, also known as sensitivity. This is the ability of an organism to detect stimulus in their environment and give appropriate response to it. Growth. This is an irreversible or permanent increase in size, height, and dry mass in an organism due to increase in number of cells. This is also known as protoplasm. Excretion. This is the removal of waste product of metabolism from the body of organisms. Reproduction. This is the ability of living things to produce or give rise to their young ones, which are of their kind. Note that reproduction is not the ability of living things to give birth to their young ones. Why is this so? Note that not all living things give birth. Plants don't give birth. Birds don't give birth. So the best definition is to say is the ability of living things to produce or give rise to their young ones, which are of their kind. The next one there is competition. This is the interaction, struggle, or fight between organisms of the same or different species for the limited resources in their environment. Adaptation. This is the ability of living things to survive by coping and reproducing successfully in their habitats. Death. This is the end to all biological or life processes in the body of an organism. The meaning is that all living things must die at one time or another. Differences between plants and animals. Now, plants, growth is apical in plants. The meaning of this is that growth occurs at the tip of the plants, either the tip of the shoot or the tip of the roots. In plants, growth is unlimited and indefinite. The meaning is that they don't have duration for growth. Growth doesn't stop in plants. But under animals, growth is intercalary. It occurs at the entire body of the organism. It is limited and it is definite. The meaning is that at a particular time in the life cycle or in the life span of an animal, growth will stop. 2. On the plant. Plant takes in carbon dioxide and release oxygen during gaseous exchange, while animals take in oxygen and release carbon dioxide during gaseous exchange. That is why when you breathe in oxygen, and when you breathe out carbon dioxide. 3. Plants manufacture their food themselves using energy from the sun. This type of nutrition is called autotrophic nutrition. Animals, they cannot manufacture their own food themselves, but depend directly or indirectly on the food from the plants. And so this type is called heterotrophic nutrition. Number 4. Under plants, they are fixed in one place, so they can only move their body parts. While under animals, they can move actively from one place to another, just like you do. Plants, they reproduce asexually. Animals, they reproduce sexually. There are other differences between plants and animals, such as under plants, response to stimulus is very slow, but under animals, response to stimulus is very fast. Now, on the plant has specialized organs for respiration, and plant does not have specialized organ for respiration and excretion, while animals have specialized organs. They have specific organs they use for excretion and even for respiration. Now on the plant has cell wall. Animal cells do not have cell wall. Alright, this is the end of the class so far. Here we have what we call student activity. All you need to do is to click on the link. It will take you to some questions to test your level of understanding, or should I say the mastery of this topic. So I want to say a big thank you for joining me in this class today. Thank you for learning.